everybody, I'm Sharon from Sharon's Crochet Design, and today we're going to do a tutorial on a crochet doorknobber. They are a cover for a standard doorknob, and you put it over your doorknob, and it's hard. Adults can open a door with it pretty easily. A child has a hard time, because you have to add some pressure to it to get that door knob to turn. So, you put it over, and then it has the string that you tie after you get it on your doorknob. And I just usually put a little bow on it. That's why I make them a little bit longer. And it's made with a picot stitch, just to give it some little prettiness, a little bit of some decoration there. But these doorknob covers, I've made a lot of them and gotten some positive feedback. So it's a beginner-friendly pattern. We'll learn the picot stitch as we go along with that. And let's get started with our supplies. Okay, so for this pattern, I use a worsted weight, number 4 worsted weight yarn. This happens to be Super Saver. Acrylic. It's an acrylic yarn. So I use a number 4 worsted weight acrylic yarn for this. You will need a 6mm crochet hook for the knobber. And you also will need a 3mm crochet hook for the tail that you will be crocheting to weave through and to be able to tighten it up around your doorknob. You need, of course, a pair of scissors. You're going to need your darning needle and a stitch counter. So let's get going. Okay, let's get started. This project is done in rounds, so we're going to start with a magic circle. Cross over, come through, under, over, catch the yarn, pull it through. That is your magic circle. So we're going to start this with a chain 1, and then we're going to do 6 single crochets inside that magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to place our stitch marker in that last stitch. Then we're going to take our tail to our magic circle and pull it in to close up that circle. I don't pull it real tight at this point. I will do that after the end of this round. Now this next round is a round of repeats, and this is done in a continuous round. So this is going to be a round of a repeat round of increases. So to do an increase, don't go in where you did the chain 1. Go into your first single crochet, and for an increase, it's 2 stitches in 1 stitch. In this case, it's 2 single crochets. And in this round, it's going to be 2 single crochets in each stitch around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to replace your stitch marker. 12. So this is round. You have 12 stitches in this round. Put your single crochet back in. Oh, goodness gracious. Of single crochets, put your stitch marker back in. I pull the loop up, put the thing down, because this is where I am going to close up completely this circle and weave in this end. So just go ahead and thread your darning needle. And the first weave I'm gonna make is really a tie-off weave for a stitch for me. I'm gonna make a knot there and pull that kind of tight, and then just go ahead and weave in this end. You're not gonna see this. This is gonna be the inside of the knobber, so you're not gonna see any of this. So just weave it in a couple of times. I generally do 3. And cut that. And we will continue. This also is a round of increases. This is going to be a single crochet and then an increase. So in the first stitch, you're going to do 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to do an increase of 2 single crochets. 1, 2. The next stitch, you're going to do a single crochet. Next stitch, you're going to do an increase. In the next stitch, you will do a single crochet. Then you're going to do an increase. Single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, and increase. I'm going to remove the stitch marker. 1, 2. Put your stitch marker back in. And if you're new to crocheting, I do it. I'm not new to crocheting, and I do it periodically myself. You might want to go back and count. You're going to want 18 single crochets in this round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. This is going to be your first stitch that you go into in this round. This is also going to be a round of repeats, but this time you're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then an increase. And it's a repeat round. So do a single crochet, single crochet, and then an increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet again, single crochet. At the end of this round, you're going to have 24 stitches. Increase, single crochet, single crochet, and an increase, and single crochet, single crochet, increase, single crochet, single crochet, increase. One more time of that repeat. Single crochet, single crochet, and an increase. And like I said, you will have 24 single crochets in this round. Put your stitch marker back in. Now this next round is not a round of increases. You're going to do a single crochet in each stitch around. And again, you should have 24 single crochets at the end of this round. So go ahead and pause your video, complete this round of 1 single crochet in each stitch, and we will come back for the next round. Okay, we've come to the end of this round. Again, we should have 24 stitches at the end of this round. Now we're going to do a round of increases again, but this time we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets and an increase. So let's do that all the way around. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an increase. Do this all the way around, 5 single crochets and an increase. You should end up with a total of 28 stitches, and we'll come back when we get to the end of this round. Okay, do the last set of increase in this round. This will be your last increase for the project. You've got 28 stitches at the end of this round. Now you're going to do 3 rounds of single increase all the way around. So you're just going to do a single crochet in each stitch all the way around for 3 rounds. So once you've completed your 3 rounds, we will come back and start decreasing to close up this knobber. So go ahead and pause the video, and we'll come back when you finish the 3 rounds of single crochets all the way around. Okay, complete our last stitch in the 3 rounds we did of single crochets all the way around. Again, you have 28 stitches in each row. And now we're gonna do a row of decrease. And we're gonna, I'm gonna show you how to do an invisible decrease. I prefer doing invisible decreases. So we're gonna do 2 single crochets, 1, 2. Then we're gonna do an invisible decrease. And to do an invisible decrease, you go through, if you look at the your stitches here, it's a V at the top, and you have a front loop and a back loop in that V. So for an invisible decrease, you're going to want to go through the front loop of this 1 stitch, go to the next stitch, again go through the front loop of that stitch, pull through both of those stitches. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those stitches. That's how you do an invisible decrease. It just does not show as much as a regular decrease does, in my opinion. I prefer making those. Now, if you're brand new to crocheting, you have to watch yourself so that you don't think that this is a stitch. That's the second stitch that you pulled up. So you're going to want to go to the next stitch here. You're going to do, again, 1, 2 single crochets, then another invisible decrease, front loop only, first stitch, next stitch, pull through those 2, and pull through the 2 loops. This is decreasing because you're putting the 2 loops together to make 1 stitch. So your 2 single crochets, then you're going to be doing 1 stitch, front loop only of 1 stitch, front loop only of the next stitch. It can be a little fiddly when you first start doing it, but then you get used to it. You yarn over, you pull through those 2 stitches, yarn over and pull through both. So that's taking 2 stitches and pulling it together as 1. So you're going to do this all the way around. You're going to do a single crochet, and then a single crochet decrease. Pull up 1 stitch, pull up another stitch, front loop only, yarn over, pull through those 2, yarn over and pull through both of those. So do this all the way around, single crochet, single crochet, and then an invisible decrease. Do this all the way around and we will come back at the end of this round. Okay, we've completed our round of decreases. We should have 21 stitches at the end of this round. Now you're just gonna do 3 rounds of single crochet all the way around. So 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and do this for 3 rounds. Then we will come back together at the end of that and do the next part of our door knapper. Okay, we've completed our 3 rows or rounds of single crochet. So now we're going to do the next to the last round. This round will be half double crochets, and this will be where you will be weaving your tie in and out. So chain 1, skip a stitch, do a half double crochet in this next stitch. So again, chain 1, you're gonna skip a stitch, and then to do a half double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next one. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next one. Chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next one. Chain 1, skip, half double crochet. 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 You're not going to come all the way to the where your stitch marker was, and that's fine. Half double crochet. Now we're not going to chain 1 for this one. We're going to go into that stitch where our stitch marker was, and we are going to do a slip stitch. And for a slip stitch, you just insert your hook, pull up the thread, and instead of doing a single crochet, you're going to pull that loop right through the hook. So you're going to do a slip stitch here, then we're going to do a picot stitch. And for a picot stitch, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to come back down to this first part where you did the stitch, put it through those 2 loops there, pull up a loop, pull through the 2 loops, and you're doing a slip stitch through that loop as well. Okay, and that's your picot stitch. You'll be able to see it better in a minute. Then where this stitch is here, you're going to do a slip stitch. Just do a slip stitch into that stitch. Slip stitch. Then into this next stitch, which was your chain 1, you're going to also do a picot. So you start with a slip stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, come and go through these 2 loops here and do a slip stitch. So you're going to be going in each stitch. 1 stitch is where you've done the half double crochet. You're going to do a slip stitch there. The next stitch was your chain stitch that you did. You're going to do a picot where that stitch is. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Finish it off, going through the 2 loops. and slip stitch. And you're going to continue that all the way around. Then when you get to the end, well, we'll come back at the end and I'll show you how to fasten it off, because this is the end of your door knobber. Okay, we've done our last picot stitch, and then we're just going to come in here and do a slip stitch, just anywhere there in the next stitch area. Do a slip stitch, chain 1, cut your yarn, and we're going to weave in this end. So I kind of go to the inside for that. You've already done your knot, so it's just a matter of weaving in these ends. And I, of course, if you see my videos, you know, I like doing 3. Oh, did it get hung up on the picot? Oh, I think it did. Okay, pull that kind of tight, go back through, different direction, not through where you just came out. Again, one last time, different place, different direction, pull it through. You don't want to pull it real tight, but you want to pull it, you know, nice and snug. Cut that string. And you have your door knobber. So now, see that I just think these little picot stitches are so cute. Just gives it a little bit of a little oomph there. So we're going to switch sizes of hooks. We're going to switch over to a 3mm crochet hook. We're going to leave a little bit of a tail, not a long one. And we're going to start with a slip stitch. Now, doing a 3mm crochet hook with number 4 yarn, worsted weight yarn, it's a little snug, but that's okay. We are going to chain 100. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So go ahead and chain 100. And then when you get to the end, leave a little bit of a tail, cut your yarn, and we'll do the next step. Do our last stitch here, 100. Then we are going to cut our yarn. Hook is to the side. We don't need that anymore. And now we are going to, I'll show you how to weave your tie onto your knobber. So thread it onto your darning needle. And now what I do is kind of pull it around a little bit, put it through where the loop is, pull it. You can have a little bit of the tip there, that's fine. Then I just kind of usually pull it from the back and you've got your knot. So then you're going to want to secure this, and it's going to be tight. I go through this knot a couple of times. Wiggle it, fiddle with it a little bit to get it right. Come back through this way, and I don't ask me why, but I guess because I have to do 3. So you have this end done. You don't want to pull it too tight. Cut your yarn. So you have that end knotted. So we're going to come to this end. We're not going to knot this yet. We're going to thread our yarn onto our darning needle. Then we're going to come, and I usually start here in the back where we finished our rows, and you're just going to weave it in through these half double crochets. That's why you have those big spaces there. Pull it, not all the way because you're going to want that tail. Just weave it through your spaces where you did your half double crochets. Then you're going to go through these last ones here, pull it through. You have finished weaving. You're going to do the same thing on this end that you did on the other one. Tie your knot. And weave in these ends. One, two, and three. Just my way. I always do it 3 times. Pull it, cut it, and you have finished. Now you have your safety knob, doorknobber, I call it. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm new to YouTube. I'm not new to crocheting. I'm new to YouTube. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and leave comments, give me a like, and I really appreciate it. And I hope your knobbers will work for you. I've had a lot of good positive feedback about them with people that have toddlers. Also, I have had customers that use it for elderly parents that they maybe don't have as good a grip as they used to. And they have rooms that they don't want them going in, especially parents or family members or whatever with memory issues. These kind of help keep them secure out of rooms they don't want them in. But subscribe, like, comment, and happy crocheting.